Yes, sir. Let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans. Let's get straight into it. Talking about sports, what's been happening over the weekend. Starting with Alabama versus Georgia. Huge game, as a matter of fact. Pause. But Alabama actually came out on top. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. Alabama came out swinging. Quarterback Milroe. 2 rushing touchdowns, a passing touchdown in the first half. I might be missing something else if I'm not mistaken. Alabama defense, two interceptions and a safety, all in the first half. And they led 30-7 against Georgia in the first half. You would have thought the game was over at that point. I promise you that. You would have been like, okay, Georgia, it's over for Georgia at this point. Georgia made a huge comeback. They made the game interesting. They had a touchdown in the first half, made it 30-7. They scored a second touchdown in the third quarter with a 2-point conversion, made it 15-30. Then they scored 2 more touchdowns in the fourth quarter. 1 missed 2-point conversion that made it 28-33. Then they scored another touchdown in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to take the lead. Georgia did 34-33. And then mama, that man came out. The young wide receiver, superstar who showed up in this game. Alabama wide receiver Ryan Williams, the 17-year-old, bro. He had, at the very least, 2 very spectacular catches, probably top catches of the year, bro. One of them where he fumbled the ball like twice, still caught it, shook his man out of shoes, and then the last one was the one to basically win the game. Caught another crazy pass. Shook my man's. 2 defenders went through. Nigga. Oh, my God, bro. 17 years old going crazy in a big game, bro. Scored the touchdown. Alabama wins 41-34. Ryan Williams is that man. He's not even an adult yet. He's that man, though. This was an important game, man. Alabama 4-0 officially. Georgia got their first loss. Actually, they said Georgia has been undefeated since 2021 with only 3 losses. All 3 coming only from Alabama. Oh, my God. That is Georgia's kryptonite right there. That's Georgia's kryptonite right there. Alabama looking very, very good this year with a brand new coach, by the way. Nick Saban gone. But that Ryan Williams and Jalen Milroe, that's going to be a threat, bro. I can't wait to see some more of that. But we'll see how that turns out as far as college football. Going into Colorado, I got to talk about Colorado play UCF, as a matter of fact. Colorado got that win. I just want to start off saying that. Colorado, Coach Prime, got another win, officially 4-1 in the season so far. They had a good back and forth, Colorado and UCF, to start off, at least in the first quarter. 7-7 with some crazy touchdowns. One thing I want to say about Colorado, Shedeur Sanders for sure, quarterback, he going to air that mug out. He be throwing the ball up, and the receivers be making some catches. I'll be like, I can't believe he threw that. And then you be like, I can't believe he caught that. And it ain't just Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter making plays. We're going to talk about that. But Shedeur be throwing that boy up, bro. And the wide receivers be catching it. So shout out to them getting a good blowout win. Much needed. Travis Hunter. Do I got to speak on him? My man's had an interception. I think he had at least 1 touchdown, at least. But he had some very key plays in this game. Now, he did get shook out of shoes at least once. If I'm not mistaken, I remember that. He got shook out of shoes at least once from a wide receiver on UCF. Other than that, man, Colorado got a 93-yard fumble return after UCF quarterback fumbled in the fourth quarter. That was a crazy run. But Colorado, Coach Prime, shout out, 4-1 in the season. If they get at least 5 wins, I think they already exceeded expectations at this point. They already did well, doing well 4-1 now. But I'm just saying, Coach Prime, Colorado, I'm still paying attention. Shout out to Shedeur Sanders, Coach Prime, and I think they're saying Shiloh will return by like week 6, if not between week 6 and week 8. Shiloh ain't even on the field yet. Extra men for them in the defensive realm. So shout out to Coach Prime getting that win 4-1 in the season. Then I got to talk about Michigan versus Minnesota. Michigan versus Minnesota was an interesting game. Michigan dominated most of the game, But then Minnesota made a nice comeback in the fourth quarter. Michigan led 21-3 at the half. Minnesota wide receiver Daniel Jackson made a crazy catch to lower the deficit 27-24. Then Minnesota, here's where things got interesting. Here's the crazy, interesting thing with the Michigan-Minnesota game. So Minnesota does this thing, Daniel Jackson, wide receiver, crazy catch, one-handed catch while he turning to get the touchdown to be, they lower the deficit 27-24 in the fourth quarter. Minnesota kicks an onside kick, actually gets the ball back. Announcers going crazy. Refs throw a flag, said it was offensive offside, saying that one of the on the kicking team, one of the players was ahead of the kicker, ahead of the ball being kicked. If you watch the replay, that is completely false. So now we thinking, was the ref cheating for that? It was I don't know. Even as a Michigan fan, I'm thinking that was very, very questionable, bro. I don't know. I think Minnesota should have got there. I think we should have just saw how that played out. If a field goal would have just got them what? It would have just tied the game. They would have had to score a touchdown to actually win. So I don't know about that game with Michigan, Minnesota. I'm going to be honest. I feel like Minnesota got ripped off by the refs in that game. I feel like the refs helped Michigan win that game. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. That might be it as far as college football. A lot of other stuff happened, a lot of other upsets, a few of them I should say, but I didn't watch all of those. All right, moving on to NBA. Big news, big news in the NBA real quick. Karl-Anthony Towns officially traded from the Minnesota Timberwolves to the New York Knicks. He got traded for Julius Randle and Donte DiVincenzo. Donte DiVincenzo. If I'm not mistaken, maybe one other person. But I think those two for sure. So a lot of people wondering why. This is what I want to say. I think the Knicks figured out that we don't really need Julius Randle. As far as they made it, I think they made it to the second round of the playoffs, 2023-2024 season. And I mean, they saying, hey, we don't need Julius Randle. He was injured. We got here. We need one other big man who's really going to contribute. A center, Karl-Anthony Towns. He's a shooting center too. Won a three-point contest. That's a great addition for the New York Knicks. Now it messes up their Nova Knicks with Donte DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson. Whatever with that. Who cares? Point is, I think the Knicks might have won that one. Minnesota is adding Julius Randle and taking out Cat. Now I thought Cat and Rudy Gobert a mixture. I didn't really like that, but they made it work. I think they made it to the final. Am I not mistaken? They at least made it to the Western Conference Finals. I can't remember if they made it to the finals and played against Boston. That might be the case. I lose. No. I'm sorry. It was Dallas. So they went to the Western Conference Finals, lost to Dallas, but still they made it really, really far in the season last year. Minnesota did. So to take out Cat and think that Donte DiVincenzo and Julius Randle was the answer for Minnesota, I don't know. I don't see that. But you never know until you actually see it on the floor. We didn't think Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic was going to be the answer. They made it to the final. So we'll see what Cat does with the Knicks, and we'll see what oh shoot, man, I actually had that up. As a matter of fact, I want to put that up there. Yes. Yep. So that's official. Karl-Anthony Towns traded to the New York Knicks for Julius Randle, Donte DiVincenzo. I don't think Minnesota is going to go further than where they were last year, which is the Western Conference Finals. I don't think this is going to get to the final. I don't think this is going to be their answer to get them to the finals. The Knicks only got to the second round of the playoffs last year in 2023-2024. This might get them exactly there, if not be their answer to get a little bit further and get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think that's a strong possibility. But the East is going to have some competition. We'll see how that turns out. Let me know who you got going to the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals as of next year with all this trades going on. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, so that might be it in regards to basketball. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. So that's it. So that's in regards to basketball. So we got to move on to football. NFL week 5 going on right now. I'm sorry, week 4. Week 4 going on right now. Wrapping up tomorrow. We'll talk about that later. But just to say this, I didn't watch the Raiders and Browns game, but DeVante Adams and Maxx Crosby both ruled out. Both ruled out for today's game. And the Raiders still won 20-16 against the Browns. Woo. Browns 1-3 right now. Raiders 2-2. Without the key players, that's kind of crazy. But to kind of keep things moving and talk about the NFL real quick, I did see a few games. I watched the Packers versus Minnesota. Minnesota was 3-0, undefeated going into this. Packers had Jordan Love come back after that injury. This is what I want to say. First and foremost, Sam Darnold on the Vikings, the quarterback, looking real good. He's fitting right into their system, apparently. And everything is working for them because they're still undefeated. Minnesota led 28-7 at the half. Vikings scored 3 touchdowns in a 2-point conversion in the fourth. No, I'm sorry. Altogether, 3 touchdowns, 2-point conversion, and to close the deficit. I got that wrong. Minnesota. No, wait, what? The Packers scored 3 touchdowns. Sorry. The Packers scored 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion in the fourth. How did they do that? Did I get that right? Either way it go, they lost. 1, 2. Yeah, they lost. They scored 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Excuse me, I got that wrong. 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion in the fourth quarter. But they lost 31-29. I just want to say that. This is the other thing I want to say real quick. About the Packers, about Jordan Love. My man's came back after an injury, but he was quoted saying, "I'm not 100%. I believe this is what they said. According to the announcer, they say he said this. They be making stuff up. Why even say that? Even if you're not 100%, why even tell people I'm not 100%? So when you step on the field and you take an L, you're going to use that as an excuse. I wasn't 100%. Why even get on the field or why tell people that, bro? I think that was dumb, bro. I think that was a rookie mistake on Jordan Love's. He's starting to give me Caleb Williams vibe. Light skin, paint your nails, cry with your dog when you take a loss vibes. And for that, I'm like, bro, you maybe that's a rookie mistake or a second sophomore mistake, but come on, bro. Don't be saying stuff like that. Either wait until you're 100% or don't tell people you ain't 100% and step on that field. That's just what I wanted to say. So now they took that L. Let me know what you think about Jordan Love as a player overall. I have no confidence in him. I just wanted to say that. And they are in our division. But Minnesota gets that win, 4-0. They're going to have to eventually take a loss, Minnesota. But anyway, Chiefs versus Chargers. That was a very, very slow game. Chiefs end up winning to nobody's surprise. They're still undefeated, 4-0, 17-10. They won over the Chargers. Chargers take a lead in the first half, 10-7. Didn't even score in the second half. The Chargers didn't. Chiefs end up getting that field goal and then a touchdown in the second half to get the win. Very, very slow paced game, but just wanted to say that Chiefs still undefeated to nobody's surprise. And then they still move and advance. Now, right now, on a Sunday night, we got the Ravens versus the Bills. The Ravens at the half, if I'm not mistaken, 21-3. Currently got the lead. Yep, at the half as of right now. They're in Baltimore. I got the Ravens winning that. I see that. I feel like they should win that. That's just how I feel, at least. But other than that, let's just talk about Week 4 overall. Cowboys got the win against the Giants today, 20-15. Cowboys 2-2. Giants 1-3. The Bengals got the win against the Panthers. Bengals and the Panthers now 1-3. Bengals needed that win. They needed that win. Bengals did. Joe Burr. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins win against the Saints. Now they both teams are 2-2 now. Jaguar in Week 4. Texans against the Jaguars. Jaguars looking horrible. Took another loss to go 0-4 against the Texans. Texans now 3-1 in week 4. Broncos against the Jets. Bo Nix get his not first win, excuse me. Bo Nix get a win. They won 10-9 against the Jets. Now both teams. Aaron Rodgers take his dub 10-9. Broncos win, and both teams 2-2. Like we said already, Vikings win to the Packers 31-29. Vikings remain undefeated. Colts beat the Steelers. Steelers were undefeated. Now they take their first L of the season. Colts 2-2. Steelers 3-1. Justin Fields, if I'm not mistaken, started. I have to double check that. Yep. 10 carries, 55 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justin Fields. Yeah, 1 passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. Not that bad. Actually, he did pretty decent. From what I see right there. But anyway, they took the L. So anyway, they took the L on that. Moving forward, the Rams took a loss to the Bears. 18-24. Rams 1-3 in the season. Bears are 2-2 in the season as of week 4. My Eagles, not to say excuse me. I like Jalen Hurts, but they took an L today against Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers in week 4. Buccaneers now 3-1, and the Eagles 2-2 in week 4. 49ers got their win, much needed win, 30-13 against the Patriots. Patriots looking bad, 1-3 on the season so far. 49ers 2-2. Commanders beat the Cardinals. I didn't expect that, but the Commanders looking good. 3-1 against Cardinals now, 1-3 out there in Arizona. We already talked about Chiefs and Chargers. Chiefs got that win. They remain undefeated. Raiders, we already talked about them. 20-16, getting that win against the Browns, And now the game against the Ravens and the Bills continue right now. 21-3 with the Ravens taking the lead. Now we do have 2 Monday night games to end week 4. We got the Dolphins versus the Titans. Titans are currently 0-3 winless against the Dolphins. Only 1 win on the season, being 1-2 currently going into the season. I don't know who I got winning that, man. Both teams suck to me. I think Tua's still out, so we'll see how that turns out. I don't expect nothing. But then my Lions are going against the undefeated Seahawks right now. Lions 2-1, Seahawks 3-0 against Geno Smith out there. Are we at the crib? Yeah, we at the crib. So we at home. If I'm not mistaken, we lost to the Seahawks last year, 2023-2024 season. We got to be careful. We can't take our foot off the gas. I think we already lost one at the crib to the Buccaneers, another team that we lost to last season. We got to do better. We got to be watching tape from last season. Got to do better on the defense for sure. I think we're going to put up points. Jared Goff got to be careful not to throw no interceptions. Bro. That's what I'm weary of. Don't throw no interceptions, and our defense got to hold Geno and the Seahawks offense to, I say no more than 3 touchdowns. I feel like 3 is too many. For the Seahawks to score in order for the Lions to win tomorrow. So we will see. My prediction, of course, is for the Lions to win. So I got the Lions winning to the Seahawks. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make prediction Lions 28-14. 28-14 against the Seahawks. Getting our revenge. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. That's it as far as no. We did have one last one. This was in college football. I guess I'll bring this up real quick if you don't mind, if you got a little bit of time for me. Dave Portnoy, the owner of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy said he is willing to pay up to $3 million to bring an elite quarterback to University of Michigan to play. I think this came up mainly because the UNLV starting quarterback from the first 3 weeks or 4 weeks officially quit because his official or his unofficial deal to get $100,000 NIL deal with UNLV from an assistant coach fell through. Apparently he's not getting that, so he said, I'm out of here. So now Dave Portnoy basically said we'll take him or any other elite quarterback, and I'll personally pay up to $3 million for it. I think that quarterback need to come over here and make a deal. Now, I don't know how effective he will be because football is all about a system. What I do want to say, like I say, Sam Darnold fitting in good with the Vikings system. Football is a system. One person can make an impact, but not a real difference, unless it's probably a quarterback. But you still need weapons even then. It's a system thing. So with that being said, as long as Michigan's system is okay, I think an elite quarterback can make a good difference with Michigan. But other than that, $3 million for an elite quarterback, they just putting it out there like that, like it's legal nowadays. It's crazy to me. There should be a lot of quarterbacks trying to jump on this opportunity right now. We'll see how this turns out. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe a casino owner or a business owner in Vegas basically put that same thing and say, I will give you $100,000 to stay here. If I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what happens to that quarterback, Matthew Skula, or Skula, excuse me, Matthew Sluka, UNLV quarterback, former UNLV quarterback. We'll see what happens with him. If he takes one of these offers, we'll see. I think he should, man. $3 million or that $100 million that you wanted to stay at the university, or $3 million to go somewhere else. Come on, man. That's easy to me. But let me know what you think about that. Would you take that? Would you take the $3 million at Michigan, or would you take that $100,000 at UNLV? Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. What is this? Oh man, I'm tripping. Oh no. We gotta do this. All right, so last topic, man. We gotta talk about this before we go, of course. So Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, man. That's still set November 15th. Live streamed on Netflix, by the way. Jake Paul is only 27. Mike Tyson is 58 years old. It was originally in July. They rescheduled it for November because there was a health scare with Mike Tyson. Just want to put that on the record first and foremost. Jake Paul is 9-1 with 6 knockouts. Mike Tyson, 50 total fights, 44 knockouts. Here's the thing. Netflix now is doing a series leading up to that fight called Countdown, Paul versus Tyson. Now, I'm supposed to be talking about their behind-the-scenes preparation for this fight. Bro, it's a 3-part behind-the-series documentary series. Episodes 1 and 2 will premiere on November 7th, with episode 3 following on November 12th. Bro, who gives a damn, bro? I really don't even care about this fight, mainly because I don't see it as real. They've been smiling and kikiing too much, bro. So they're just happy about their bag, which I understand. But, bro, if y'all not willing to, if you're not in that I want to bite his head off, bite his ear off like you used to be moved, Mike Tyson, then I don't really want to, do we really want to see this? You ain't really intentionally trying to knock each other's head off. And that's what we want at the end of the day. So y'all been too friendly. Now you're doing a bet behind the scenes. Y'all just going to be talking about, I don't believe it personally, how much you want to kill each other. And you say that now, but I just don't believe it, bro. So, Netflix, good job at trying to sell the fight. Not to a real one, bro. It ain't happening. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386, man. That's pretty much all I got for the rest of the show. If you don't mind, I'm about to get up out of here. But first and foremost, just thinking out loud real quick. As I sit here and reflect, literally my last episode live here in Lansing. As a resident in Lansing, at least. I don't know if I ever come back and do a show. But been here 8 years, man. And I lived in a few different places, but this house specifically, man, I started my family, raised my son, had my son. He was born, he came here, man. Very emotional. I don't get too attached to too many things, but man, if my son ever see this, I just want to say I love you, man. I love this house right here that we lived on here in Lansing. Not gonna get the address out right now per se, but yeah, man, I love this. I love this. This was cool, man. And it's sad to kind of moving in a different direction than what I intended. But at the end of the day, it's been real, man. But we're going to keep things rolling. I'm kicking with KC in a new location. Still going to probably keep this background and change some stuff up. With that being said, we're moving back to the Metro Detroit area. I'm feeling good. I got a lot more shows coming up. Live shows with my boys nowadays. And I'm looking forward to more content, man. So make sure you follow, subscribe. Oh, yeah. We got to get up out of here, man. Make sure you follow, subscribe. Do all that stuff. Hit the like button. Kick it with KCMC on all social media. KIWKCMC, man. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all that, man. I appreciate you. Show some love to my sponsor, Team Lee. Also, we up in this thing. Back to the D. Pause. We had. Hey, man, thank you for kicking it with KC, man, for 8 years. And thank you to Lansing, man. 8 years. Came here to do radio. Transitioned into what I'm doing right now. Live on YouTube. Always been a great lesson. And, yeah, man. Appreciate you, Lansing. Thank you again. Other than that, you watching, hit that like button, subscribe. Check out my music, my links, everything. Links in the description right now on YouTube, man. Appreciate you. We out.